Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. A look now at the Buffalo defense. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick. And not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. Hicks. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Looking to throw. Hicks. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down. Hicks being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. On 1st and 10, Hicks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue for
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
As they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hicks. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Back to throw. Hicks. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He is going to find Hill here. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. This time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense. And that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Hicks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that, but it wouldn't bring up second down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Hicks. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Breeland. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the open. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Green.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Hits. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on 1st down. Hicks. It's caught left side by John Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Daniels on the return, shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
They've got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff looking right. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now here's Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go now.
On 4th down, it's Collins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
Here we go
And again, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. 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 Hot.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Hicks stays on his feet. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home.